When I first saw Garfield's picture on the shelter website, I noticed something I couldn't stop thinking about. He had already been adopted and returned more than once. Most people probably scrolled right past him. A few days later, I was driving to the shelter to bring him home.
Such a baby!
The moment we walked into my apartment, Garfield disappeared. He found a hiding spot almost immediately, and for the next 3 or 4 days, that was where he stayed. I barely saw him. Sometimes I'd quietly check to make sure he had eaten or used the litter box, but otherwise I left him alone. If a friend came over, he vanished even deeper into hiding. Even my boyfriend couldn't catch a glimpse of him. It was almost like Garfield had learned that the safest place was somewhere nobody could reach him. I never tried to pull him out. I never carried him around or forced him to sit with me. Every morning I'd put down fresh food, clean his litter box, and go about my day. I talked to him while making coffee or folding laundry, even though I couldn't see him. Nothing important. Just normal conversations you'd have with someone sharing your home. Little by little, things started to change. One afternoon, I caught him standing just outside his hiding place. He froze the second he noticed me, but instead of running back underneath the bed, he stayed there for a few extra seconds. The next day, he came out a little farther. Then one evening, he walked across the living room while I was watching TV, pretending not to notice him. From that point on, every small step felt like a victory.
Make a turn. Make a turn. Good job.
Weeks later, Garfield surprised me again. Instead of hiding, he started following me. I'd walk into the kitchen. So there he was. I'd go to the bathroom to get ready. There he was sitting outside the door. If I moved to another room, I could hear his little footsteps behind me. Sometimes I laughed because he acted more like a dog than any cat I'd ever met. Now he's involved in everything I do. If I'm working on my computer, he curls up beside the keyboard. If I'm doing my makeup, he sits on the counter watching every move like he's supervising the whole process. At night, he climbs onto the bed and settles beside my pillow. I've noticed something funny about our routine. Garfield doesn't really go to sleep until I do. If I stay up late reading or answering emails, he stays awake too, quietly stretched out beside me. The second I turn off the light, he closes his eyes like his shift is finally over. Of course, he has plenty of goofy moments too. Every time he finishes using the litter box, he'll start cleaning himself, suddenly stop, make the funniest face, and hold his mouth wide open like he just realized something smells terrible. It makes me laugh every single time. Those silly little expressions are probably my favorite part of the day. The shelter later filled in more of Garfield's story. He had started life as a stray before someone took him in. That home didn't last. Then came the shelter, another adoption, another return, and then one more after that. By the time we met, he had already packed and unpacked his life more times than any cat ever should. Even now, months later, he's still cautious around new people. When visitors come over, he'll usually disappear for a while before deciding whether they're worth meeting. That's okay. He doesn't have to trust everyone. He only has to know that this home isn't going anywhere.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, baby.
These days, Garfield has his favorite sunny window, his favorite blanket on the couch, and somehow half the bed belongs to him now. Every morning he waits for breakfast, follows me through the apartment, and reminds me it's impossible to feel lonely when a little orange shadow insists on being part of everything. Looking back, I don't think Garfield needed someone perfect. He just needed someone willing to wait. If you've ever thought about adopting an older animal or one who's been passed over before, don't let those first difficult days scare you away. Sometimes the ones who need the most time end up giving you the sweetest companionship. Garfield certainly did. If his story made you smile, we'd love to have you join us. Please like this video and subscribe for more heartwarming rescue stories. There's always another animal waiting for someone to believe in them, and we can't wait to share those stories with you.